I'm muted. I'm muted. Kelly's muted. Thea's muted. We've been live for 7 seconds.
All right. So, whoa. Welcome to the 413th time we've gotten together. It is a pleasure to be here.
Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Kelly, how's the sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So.
Sound is good.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Did we have the mic on where Jess and I were bickering to get ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard nothing.
I think actually all of this should be recorded, and we could be playing music while this is happening, and then throw it out onto the to the net, but it won't be on Faceplot then, so maybe you can get away with it.
Well, we're on YouTube and Facebook right now.
Ah, well,
so that's where we have the double whammy with the robots.
Right. Those darn robots. I'm going to go away again now. Bye-bye.
All right. So so we're spinning the wheel.
Want to do the mind acknowledgement?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Before we get started, though, we acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mohkinsis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitapi, the Siksika Guyana, the Piegani, and the Amskapi Piegani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Sutena people, as well as the Ayarhe Nakota nations, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also the home of Métis Nation Region 3 and all others who call this place home. Thank you for joining us. This is Rumble 413. I saw Rich posted lucky number 413. First piece of inspiration comes to us from Neil Gaiman and the Graveyard Book. So I opened randomly. They say a witch is buried here, and she's there as a ghost, drowned and burned and buried here without as much as a stone to mark the spot. You were drowned and burned? Well, let me tell you.
That's pretty good.
Right. So that's the first.
One day when we're feeling edgy, we'll read the what's the book about the cat? The story about the cat?
Oh, the price.
Yeah.
So this is second piece is from Andrea Gibson. I have some ones that were really just a really great poet that I this one I want to put up in the classroom. We have to create. It's the only thing louder than destruction. I really like that. And the last piece of inspiration by Gord Downey.
Viv, you know what that reminds me of? I don't know if Viviana can hear us. Viviana, can you hear me? I used to work at Thrifty's, and we used to have a red dot sale.
Oh, yeah. All right. So last piece of inspiration is called A Line by Gord Downey. This fear is fear because it's so new, because it's so near. I think the fear is here because it's so sure and yet so unclear. This punk is fear, fear of fraudulence, fear of reprisal, fear, oh, this odious fear. I'm out of place. I don't belong here.
Sorry, my bad.
Where poise is poise, because there's no trace, where there's no noise, and the vulgar choice hard to make, harder to voice. What's on your mind? We want to know, and we want you to take your time. Quickly became, have you made up your mind? And in no time, come on, make up your mind. Will you lay low or will you align? Whoa.
And then they ate me.
Okay, so there's some pieces of inspiration for you for your painting at home, painting or your art making. And I will start showing you the beautiful, incredible pieces of artwork that have been dropped off tonight.
Do we need to remind our friends to help us share?
Oh yeah, I haven't shared it
Are
yet.
you going somewhere?
Well, I just have to put this away.
I have an idea. I'll put a video up that expresses my feeling about sharing.
Oh, that's good.
Or get started and I'll do that.
I'm just gonna share it as well.
Oh, I shared yours.
Oh, you did? Thank
I'm
you.
that guy. I'm the guy that shares things.
That's wonderful. When it comes to that, sharing is actually caring. When it comes to other things, it's not.
Like what? Burpees?
COVID. Right. Spit.
I just read
Gross things.
like yesterday, and I'm sure it was just one of those scare tactic things, that COVID vaccine can give you herpes. And I thought, what a stupid ass thing to say.
People are so special. Right?
Special setting.
Huh?
I said it's upsetting.
It is. How special people are. All right. Look at this. We have her number. Oh my gosh. Look, her whole belly's glowing. Clover.
Oh. She comes walking over.
Hey Dusty. Hey Kelly. Hey Amanda.
Think I could love her.
Crimson and clover. And look, nice LED in the flower. So, Clover is starting
I'm
at
gonna lose a finger today, I swear.
$40. So number one, Clover is starting at $40. Numero uno.
Did you get a price on what it's gonna cost to send that thing out to Vancouver?
Yeah, my mom's, I think she's doing that today or tomorrow.
I wonder if we should have unmounted it. If those like fancy awesome edges that I had were,
I think that's part of the piece though. I
I
don't
know
know.
it's tough, right? Is there a point when somebody's bidding that you might just say, I love you? This is gonna cost you an arm and leg to ship.
Well, like, how about we see how much it is? We get a deal
We'll take it
on
off. We'll take it off their. Because I'd rather take that. Whoa! Are you not charging?
No, because I had to come over here.
Okay.
I'll tell you if I'm in trouble.
No, I think that reaches.
Oh, why can't I find the thing?
Can tell we're on it tonight. Welcome to the Rumble House, where sometimes we don't do anything.
Oh, geez. Sorry, Clover.
Hey, is it more fun if we have sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was beginning to wonder. I actually just looked over to see. I'm like, I wonder if they know there's no sound.
Fun if we have sound?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got to turn the volume off my thing. I was beginning to wonder. I actually just looked over to see. I'm like, I wonder.
So number 3 is by Dusty. It is called Spotless. It's really cute because there is no picture of spot.
Where should I put this table if you don't
Investigate.
stand there? Can we do it like this? And the mic's over here, right? So put the table like this. It gives you lots of space here. And I'm over here, right?
That's good.
Yeah. Did that seem a little
There. Fix that.
I don't really know.
is it right for you?
I don't know. I didn't even know it wasn't on until Gina. No. Thanks, Gina. Shout out to Gina. Would have been a really quiet evening.
Well, boy, do you know what? I got some deals in the auction. Everyone
Okay.
stopped watching 2 hours ago.
So number 3 by Dusty, called Spotless. There is no little spot in the painting, just the fire hydrant. All right. So this is
How that work?
Oh, I know I hit it too. I was like, oh. Here we go. Opening bit of already for that one. It looks good on the gold paper. Number 3 by Dusty Gorman, who's joining us tonight. Dusty. This is called Spotless. Acrylic paint on canvas. Open for $40. It's like looked beside me, got overwhelmed by how beautiful it looks. Is another brush dipper by Coupland. So I think Gina got the Chaos Cup last week. And this one is called Macaulay Tolkien. A series of works that are culinarily unusable. They stem from experimental utilitarian shapes, which should mean they still have uses. The Macaulay Tolkien might seem broken, but the cracks are a normal result of the glazing process. The surface inside is nice and smooth for the care of your brush, yet rough enough for paint-free bristles. Some have spoken of the Macaulay Tolkien devotion, though it's rare to own one. Use it and say, ah, that's the token. Remain open to the notion, the emotion of oxytocin is a potion lotion in motion chosen when you have one, unless you don't.
Can I tell you something?
That'd be no fun.
It isn't. You were supposed to rap that.
I don't.
I'll bust you.
No, I think it's
Do it.
I think it's much funnier when I am monotone.
Okay. I was kidding.
It-
Did you die a little inside?
Yeah. Well, no, right away I was like, I'm not doing that. But
What was
Aaron,
the other joke today that went totally flat?
Aaron, I
Oh
really
yeah, when I was twitching my eye.
love that you write your little messages about the cups for each one. I like the story that comes with your cups. And I like also the phrase,
Broken
no, culinarily unusable.
appears or are?
Are
They are.
culinarily unusable, but they are still useful. Number 4 by Aaron. Is it like tofu? It's spelled like this. Brush. $20? That's not sweet. All right.
Jess, I don't think you.
Number 5. Number 5 comes to us from Vana. So it's this lovely little lady or man. I don't know. It's like this really beautiful little shape with the cute. He is kind of sitting on his legs there with his hands on his thighs, arms down the side, and the glazing is just so lovely. And his cute little face, little head up there, and a really cute little carved thigh there. This is number 5. 5 Vana. And then we have number 6 by Viviana, who is there painting her beautiful painting on her red backing. So this one is acrylic on canvas. It's from her illuminated series, and this one's called Hey Hey. Trying to get it nice. So you can see the background. This is beautiful. I'm going to turn this off. There. Did you want to say anything about your lovely painting, Viviana?
If you
Hold on. Need to make sure you're unmuted.
Jess.
Yeah.
If you're done with that painting, can you put the light back on?
Yeah, in a second. I'm not done with it yet. Viviana, did you want to say anything about your lovely painting? Not right now. Maybe you left in your station.
I muted her.
Okay. No, I unmuted her.
Oh.
All right. When you come back, Viviana, I will get you. Hi, Nathaniel. Your lovely piece is number 2 tonight.
Was that like gonna go back on?
Oh, yeah.
Hi. I hope you weren't asking about my birds.
I was just asking if you wanted to say anything about your lovely painting.
Oh, no. I just, I like painting ravens and corvids, and I just like the background, and I thought, oh, something that's supposed to be black has to go on here, but it's not going to be black.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I came up with the 2 of them. I love looking at, looking through pictures of them. And so that was one of my, I have like about 60 pictures saved for references. And so, yeah, that's where that comes from.
That's lovely. I love looking at their feathers. You can really see the oil slick, and I like how you captured that.
Right? I hope so. But it's hard to achieve that with just using black if you're, going to go with like what color they're supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Plus, I like color. Yeah. All right. Back to painting. I dropped the whole canvas on my toe. It's not broken.
Oh, no.
But you didn't hear me swearing because I walked away.
Oh,
but this fell on my toe. Anyhow, I'll survive. You know. Switching out. And
I'm pretty sure I sent a link to Ryan. You see Ryan in the feed?
So, number 6, Viviana. Hey, acrylic on canvas. Excuse me.
salud.
$80, Viviana, for this one?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Starting.
Roxy. Oh my goodness, that dog. Okay, Roxy, just that.
Holy. Number 7. By Shelley. Got a beautiful painting of Mount Rondo. Opening 30 for this lovely landscape. Really great texture in the mountains, foreground. Number 7. All right. Number 7 by Shelley. I feel like people should have golden walls. All of the paintings look so nice on the gold table.
How's your day?
Not so good.
Oh, what's the matter?
I don't know.
Having a bummy day? You know what I like to do when I'm having a bummy day?
What?
I sing Muppet songs. I really love the Muppets. Do you like the Muppets?
Yeah.
I guess there's a reason I like the Muppets, hey?
Yeah.
What is it?
Because they're funny?
Right. You want to sing Gonzo's wishing song?
Yeah, yes.
I wish
I
I had a coat of silk, the color of the sky. I wish I had a lady fair as any butterfly. I wish I had a house of stone that looked out on the sea. And most of all, I wish that I was someone else but me. You listen to the song at bedtime sometimes, eh? You always give me a lecture, you say, I don't like the song, but I like the next part.
Yeah.
Sing it! Now I don't have a coat of silk, but I still have the sky. Now I don't have a lady, but there goes a butterfly. Now I don't have a house of stone, but I can see the sea. But most of all,
I'm happy. I know that I am happy to be me. I'm happy to be me.
I'm happy to be me. It's a beautiful song. Love you.
Keep on.
So number 8 is by Rad. We got oil on canvas. Because none of us have been on a vacation in a long time, we could always buy a painting and go on vacation. Opening bid $40. And then we have number 9. By Jennifer Waters. Oh, look at the colors. We got acrylic on canvas, opening bid $60. There's lots of really bright colors and lovely. We're saying the pieces and the people just seem to start having more energy when the sun comes back.
I think we're kind of low energy tonight.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty
that might be partly because the sun is out. I wonder if like some of our usual wildcats are outside playing, I hope. Who's that?
Arthur. Wonderful. All right, so I got some lovely pieces. Back here, look at all these beautiful purples. Look at this arrangement too. Hold on. I had these all stacked up by the wall, and the purples are all so nice together. And there's one more there by Jessica Armasnoda. All right, so number 10 by Ryan. Yeah, maybe Ryan's busy. Busy tonight. Okay, here we go. So, look at this. Acrylic on canvas board by Ryan. It's called Everyone's Favorite. Minimum bid $20 by Ryan. It's 12 inches by 9 inches.
That's smart.
The name?
Yeah.
Isn't it cute?
Because all the way through the auction, people think I gotta buy that because it's everyone's favorite.
It is. Number 10 by Ryan. Acrylic on canvas board. 9 by 12 inches. Did I say everyone or everybody? Everyone's favorite. Everyone's. Opening bid $20. All right. Number 11 comes to us from Haley. Just dropped off this butte. So the purple and the blue just really look lovely together. So I want to turn this off. There you go. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Thank you, Amanda, for sharing the link.
It's not great writing. Oh, hold on.
I turned
No,
this
it's
off.
fine.
For this one. We could
It's
for
fine.
your painting.
Yeah.
We could turn the light on for you.
What are you saying?
Your painting's important. We can turn the light on.
It's that one light I was using,
Oh,
and then I just adapted.
nice. You are adaptable.
To do that.
So number 11 opens at $15. Nice little reminder. So number 11 by Haley. Acrylic on canvas. Opening bid $15. Brittany, here. There we go. So, waterfall abstract. Ooh, the sheen is really nice. Waterfall abstract, $10 opening bid. The texture is really nice too. The purples and the golds and the greens. Or maybe some more silvery than gold. All right, so that's number 12. $10. Number 12 by Brittany. Waterfall abstract. Opening bid $10. All right. And anyone watching, if you're ever curious about a size or anything, I feel like I put up the sizes when people write it on there. But if you're curious about any sizes, please do let me know. I just tend to, it's not intentionally, I just trying to remember all the things I want, information I want to include, and then I get distracted. Number 13, on Rumble number 413 by Jessica Armas Noda. Look at those flowers. Opening bid $50 for number 13.
Of 18 people.
That's amazing.
There's a few minutes there. I thought we might have to move out
Wow.
because nobody came.
Everyone comes eventually.
Oh.
Number 13 by Jessica Armas Noda.
I just throw that out.
Just threw it on the floor.
What's my reference?
Oh.
No, it's kind of a random reference, to tell you the truth.
I don't know the process of this one.
Well,
Is it
basically what
mixed media and pen and ink? Or is it layered? Oh, but what's your process, Rich?
Well, I've got several crowded bus scenes. And I'm combining the interesting people into, you know, that sensation you used to have when it was like there was people and you were used to them? That's now. This is my idea, is that I think it's time we start getting used to the idea that people are going to be around again.
Ooh.
Which I know you're not crazy about.
No. Not that I don't love you. It's just scary. I'm different. That's so funny. Oh, that's so
What?
good. I was just this is a Mickey Mouse Mandalorian.
I can go for some Mickey right now.
Like your watch, and he's on your watch. And he goes, "Good afternoon, pal."
I guess I haven't been wearing my watch since we've been more sedate.
Oh, who's here? Ryan is here. We missed you so much.
Hi, I'm here with my face. I have stuff to say. Can I say stuff?
Oh, please.
We've actually
What?
needing you to come.
I tagged you in a big post yesterday on the Instagram about Empower, which is an amazing event that is going online now and is cheaper because of it. So it's for women in business and femme-focused businesses and those who need to support femme-focused businesses. And I'm going to make everyone from Rumble come because it's cheap now, it's online, and it has lots of breathwork, meditation professionals, and Instagram professionals who can teach you how to build your brand really good. And I love them, and you should come through me. Okay, good night, everybody. I'm going to do art now. Thanks for letting me have the platform. Bye, Jess. I love you, Rich.
Love you.
You're really good at that.
I know you're like just like that. I feel like I need to work on my public speaking.
I sort of felt like I had some WestJet flashbacks too. Like, really felt like I was going to go somewhere exciting. That's funny.
14.
Oh, we were going to broadcast illegally John Don today.
I think people should just we should just share it so that people can watch and just learn about John. Every time we see number 14, we think of John. Yay! People are awesome. Okay, number 14 is by Alox. Mandalorian Mickey. Super cute. Super cute. Okay. Just number 14 by Alox. Acrylic on canvas. Opening bid 20. Oh my, there's a lot of people. On the topic of lovely purples and dreamy colors, Amanda. By Amanda. Ferguson, acrylic on canvas. $20. Number 15. keep sitting down because my legs hurt so bad. So that I can't get a good picture of the pieces. And my legs only hurt. It's embarrassing because we walked down the stairs for a few days in a row.
Got some exercise.
Yeah. But my
How
legs,
many days in a row?
2 days. We walked down the stairs. It was down the stairs. We wasn't even up the stairs. Oh.
There's 21 people with us.
Yay!
It's important.
That is important. So number 15 by Amanda Ferguson. Acrylic on canvas board. No canvas. Acrylic on canvas. Opening bid $20. Rich, isn't that neat? All of the purple and cyans pieces here.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
What am I thinking?
Cyan, blues. Sage said that she loves the blue. And she can't wait to see
Of this?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
of yours.
Hey, can you pick me like 3 colors?
Orange, red, and green.
God, Rich, why'd you have to do that to me? I'm gonna take like 2 of those colors. Thanks, though.
Red and
You're my favorite. I love you. Bye.
And Ryan, we got this one up for you this week. Number 10.
Ooh, I feel like that one's a favorite usually when I show people my paintings. I'm excited to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
This is another of the ones I painted when I lived in residence. This one's a blur. All I know is that it came out really naturally, and it was the first time I used the circle technique. It was the first time I put paint on a brush, like a bunch of blobs of paint on a brush, and then dragged it around to do those waves. I don't know, it was the first time I really experimented with painting, and it came out really great. Everybody always says they love this one. So I'm hoping that it gets hella bidded on. But I don't have high expectations, and yeah, whoever it goes to, enjoy it. Put it up. Love it. Okay, good night.
That is so nice. It is aptly named everyone's favorite. Love that. Yes, we've got some good energy tonight. Okay. Number 16 comes to us from Arthur. Is there this one? This is like wow. Wow magic. There's like so many universes in here. Here we go. Oh, look at that beautiful light circle. Make a composition with the light circle in the piece. Okay, number. What is that? Oh, there. The universes will be revealed to you. Number 16 by Arthur. How would I get photographed? Oh, a number. And a signature. It goes like this. Hey, you are a saint.
You hear my dog barking? She has zero self-control.
It's a rumble dog.
Yeah, like I don't have any self-control either, so we're not gonna judge. Rich, I'm kind of behind you just to take this picture.
You have your fingers all over stuff that's private, okay?
Your paintbrush?
Sure. It's about that. The only thing I really don't want to do. But literally, like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, ran out of ways to it.
Yeah.
Just a private, and I thought that probably is better than I was gonna say. And then what it actually came down to was like it was really like the depression of mine.
Oh, I'm so
No,
sorry.
like, don't be sorry. I'm explaining that I have a psychosis that I'm just
I like that I know that boundary.
didn't even know about.
But is okay. Paper, not okay.
Yeah, why is that? Like, don't touch my paintbrush.
That's fair though.
Is it?
Opening bid $50. My sock roll. It's gonna.
Viviana,
Yes.
where you live, are there pigeons?
Nope. There is not.
Problematic.
Why? There's skunks though.
Okay, I'm gonna admit I never deal with skunks downtown in the court.
Nope.
I mean,
But
it smells
somebody
like
hit one near here.
hot, but there aren't any skunks.
Yeah. Well, we don't have pigeons though. Why?
Well, because downtown there's a lot of pigeons, and they're a little problematic actually. You're mentioning your dog. Like we don't have like
Yeah.
dog issues, but in the morning you can hear Jessica screaming at pigeons to get off her balcony.
Banging on the window and like trying to get.
Like I think the neighbors one day will call the police because she just starts screaming, "Get out of here! Get out of here!"
Oh no! You probably sound like the crazy lady.
I am like
We
Oh.
actually
of the 15th floor.
live in the Continental Farms.
Like I.
Uh-huh.
There are different expectations for what the crazy lady at the Continental Towers are.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, if you fit in, you fit in.
Yes,
That's
great,
exactly it.
nice time there. Actually, living in the Continental Towers, I don't know. Maybe some other people that are with us tonight have lived there.
Yeah, Marlo used to live there.
Right? Because like you don't need cable or TV or anything. Because it's everywhere you go. It's like the hallway is like
Always
the best TV show you ever saw.
Can you guys let Ryan back in?
Ay, ay, ay.
Because he had to message me and he uses his phone.
Okay, I just drink.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's here? Who's here?
Ryan got kicked. Sorry, Ryan.
No, that's okay. I think it's my phone that does it. Also, I just painted this whole canvas black. Look at it.
That's so exciting.
It's a start. Nice.
Oh, BMK. Connect their mic. Oh, cool. Maybe that's Bana. Amanda says the geese have been super loud too. They get off the train downtown in the mornings. Yeah, the geese are like, they're active right now. I always see them swooping up.
It's
to all-
springtime.
Yeah, they're like, we go for a walk.
They're
over the
feisty right now, I'm sure.
like walking by quietly, apologizing for my presence.
Why are you so aggressive on pigeons? What's so passive?
Because pigeons can't bite my face off. I feel like
So you take out your anger of geese out on the poor pigeons?
yes.
Because I was thinking if I was
That's
a
exactly.
pigeon and I saw how differently you treated the geese, I would be like really like
Sad?
that lady.
Would you be sad?
I'd be like that lady is like so mean to us. Why does she hate us so much?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, they do kind of make a mess of our balcony. And the geese don't make a mess of our balcony.
It's true. No goose has ever made a mess of her balcony.
And like we never really had a problem with the mice until they started eating our food. It's like, you don't touch my stuff, I won't give you trouble. But then if you start touching my stuff, then I'm gonna yell at you like a crazy lady. Is that fair? Oh, I touched his stuff. That was the look I just got.
Interesting.
Viviana, were you on my feed when I wrote that I was going to read that book today?
Yeah, and you know what?
You read it
I'm
too?
banned still, remember?
Still bad.
Oh, dang.
So I can never comment on anything anymore. I just like sit back and bite my tongue and thank goodness. No, but actually, to me, that's something like what I would pick up to read. Um, because sometimes you learn from things that are, like you said, out of your comfort zone.
I always shoot for stuff that I think are going to push me somewhere I haven't been. And actually, that book's not bad. It just has a really shocking title.
Hmm. That's cool. No, I think I have all the respect for people who do that because I think more people need to read out of their comfort zone. Um, I mean, that's how I learned English. I read some Jackie Collins and Harold Robbins and had no idea what was going on.
What was going on?
Oh, stuff. Once I got older and found out what it was.
Like when you see Grease as an adult, you're like, there wasn't a word in this movie that wasn't about sex.
Exactly. I read Xanadu.
Oh,
I was only like 12, but I learned English from reading those books. So there you go.
that's awesome. All right, number
Yeah.
18 comes to us from day one. So I put a picture up, you can see closer up. This is a lovely piece about philanthropy. Um, opening bid is $100 for this piece. And actually, number 19
Like,
is a print of his. So he um, sent this with us too. He does a lot of like fashion design as well, and this is a original painting that he did, or like from an original painting. And so from the original painting, he's been printing sweaters, T-shirts, and posters of this beautiful print, and it's called "Sage Against the Machine," in reference to the Rage Against the Machine image.
Sage should buy that.
Oh, zoom in on the side here. I can go a bit smaller. Let's try this.
What are you trying to do?
There.
Which one are we trying to do?
I'm just showing people so they can see all the beautiful art. Can I change your brands a little bit so you can see me on the screen?
Yep.
I like that. Okay. Nice. Is that better, Sage? Oh, hi, Christine. It is a beautiful night. So number 19 is by day one as well. Go. Number 20 comes to us from Stephen Stream. Beautiful boat, oil on board.
It's a boat. Oil on board. Is that right?
Nice.
It wasn't meant to be a joke, but number 20 by Stephen Strain. Textures are just lovely. Oil on board. Open. Food. Georgia. How are you, Georgia?
Is Georgia in the vaccine free zone? Georgia? Free to be UV?
Yeah, I think she got her second one today.
So a couple weeks ago.
I don't know who it is. I know these things.
Yeah, why would you? No vaccine for you, baby.
Trish says she really loves your pink.
Who?
Trish. Oh, and it's Jeff's birthday on Friday.
Jeff!
Happy birthday, Jeff, on Friday. She sent me a picture of the cake. Really great. So,
I had a tube. I had a tube. It went away.
what was it?
Hey,
That blue really does look good on that gray.
yeah, I hate it. I had a peach one out though.
Like your brand new one?
I had a tube. I put it down. Now I'll have to paint with blue and brown. I had a tube. Oh! Found it.
Oh.
All right. Number 21 comes to us from Anne Christine. I want to make sure it comes up really nice on the screen there. Right, Robin? Oh. Oh, it does look so nice up on the screen. And Christine. So it's $25 opening bid. Acrylic on canvas board. 9 by 12. Yeah, it shows up so beautifully. Am I holding it straight? I keep kind of pushing it here. To see some of the detailing. Oh, beautiful darn. Lots of layers and lots of detailing. It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
So good.
Today there was this couple driving by, kind of like looking out the window, like, what the hell is that? And they're looking and looking and looking. And then so I ran out across the street and gave them a copy of my book, which I thought was like cute. But they had these two giant dogs in the back of the car. They like leapt on me and attacked me while I was running by the car. I'm exaggerating a bit because they didn't leap on me.
But they did,
But
like.
Jess was like, "Oh my god, you almost died." And I just kept running.
I just kept running. Good guy to have in the pinch.
My dog's a beagle. She really shouldn't bark so loud. But
Snoopy.
holy crow, she's so dramatic.
I heard you
Ever seen-
not drop the F-bomb there. That was good work. I heard that.
That was full restraint on. Oh, you have no idea. My nerves are frayed. Every day, all the time.
Vienna,
She's yes,
can I tell you a joke?
yes, please.
So there's this a piece of string. And the piece of string wants to have a drink, so he goes into the bar. When he gets in the bar, he notices there's a sign that says absolutely no pieces of string served here, which he thought was kind of uncool. He walks up to the bartender. He wants to, like, take a stance here. And he says, "Can I have a rum and coke, please?" The bartender says, "What does that sign say?" "Absolutely no pieces of string served here." So he says, "Fine." He goes outside, cuts off the end of his string, frays it up a little bit, loops himself around and ties himself in a knot. Walks back to the bar and he goes, "Give me that Ryan Coke." Bartender says, "Aren't you a piece of string?" He says, "Nope, I'm afraid not."
Oh, that's silly. Oh my.
Really sweet. Actually made me really uncomfortable to tell that joke because now I'm like laughing at the idea that there's this bar that wouldn't serve a piece of string. It's like, I think, that.
Not very inclusive.
I know, right?
That's cute, actually. It reminds me of one. I can't remember how it goes though. It's like some animals walk into the bar, but I can't. I'll have to remember the joke. I'm horrible at remembering anything. You guys are lucky I remember your names.
What is my name?
What?
Do you want to know something and my specific autism?
Uh-huh.
School. If I go into the hallway, I have to relearn everybody's name. So when I go into the hallway at school, as soon as I go through the door, I don't know anybody's name. And like, you could ask me a kid in my TA that I've been teaching for 5 years. If I'm in the hallway, I have no idea. I'm like, they're like, "What's that kid's name?" And I'm like, and I go back to the room. I'm like, "Mike."
Yeah.
It started the first time I noticed this. I was in the staff room, and this teacher asked me about some kid. I don't know. Let's say his name was Cody. Probably wasn't, but he was. She asked me some question about it was like Matthew or something. She asked me a question about Matthew because he wasn't doing his work. I'm like, "Who the hell's Matthew?" She's like, "Rich. He's in your homeroom." And I'm like, "Nope, I don't know." Like I couldn't bring the picture up, but it's just something that happens to me when I change locations. And the other thing that happens is when it snows, I can't find my way home. So I
Huh.
parking lot for about half an hour for me to find your school if the weather changes.
You get there eventually. All right. So number 22 is by Robin, and I can't get over how luminous these trees look in the video here, Robin. So beautiful. So I'm going to read you her message on the back. So, a walk on Douglas Fir Trail. On this day, it was cold, much colder than it should have been for a September day. I was back on my feet after being discharged from palliative care and walking with a dear friend. It was a challenge to be physical, social, and to be present in the nature around me, but I was, and I felt it deeply. Robin, a thriver. Robin, we are so blessed and graced by your work and by your words always. So number 22 is opening at $25. Good, $25.
How are we doing for time?
It is 8:10. I think we're actually doing quite well. We are doing quite well. Number 23 comes to us from Andrew. Oh, nice writing on it. So, Andrew Farley is both a glass artist and a painter. So, using graffiti style, using acrylic and more realism. He has a wide range of styles. So this one is going for $30 opening bid. So it's on a nice piece of board. And it smells like candy. Do some aerosol paints like
Yeah.
smell like candy?
Yeah.
It reminds me of Callaway Park. It's kind of like popcorn candy. Maybe sunscreen.
Maybe that seizure you were having.
Oh,
Viv,
man.
did you get your vaccine? Is that a personal question? Maybe I shouldn't ask that.
What? Did I get my who?
I was going to ask.
Oh, my vaccine. Oh, not yet. Because the booking that was available is not till next week, and it's like it was work hours, and I was like, unfortunately, right now I'm in a precarious situation because one family's leaving at the end of the month, and that's $1,700 that I won't be making. So I'm not taking a single day off until after they're gone, because it would be totally unfair to be like, I also have to return, a portion of that because I'm taking a day off to go get my vaccine. So anyhow,
It's not thoughtful how they're.
pardon?
Yeah, no, it's just like it doesn't help the people who are still who are working and can't get that.
Yeah, and it's just the timing is really, really like awkward right now. So what I'm thinking I'm doing is, because a friend told me, she's like, go to the pharmacy over the Shoppers, blah blah blah, over near your house, and around 6 or 7 p.m. they will give it to you. So Friday, that's when I'm gonna go over there, but after work, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
So that works. That might work a little bit better, and yeah. But I am definitely getting it because I am not wasting another, however much time waiting around for it, or
Yeah, totally. Yeah, if you can.
or another. And David's been in quarantine now for a little bit, so it has not been that much fun for us.
Hey, Viviana,
Uh-huh.
do you have any good stories?
I don't know if you want to open that can of worms.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute myself and use the heat gun for a second. So why don't you tell us a good story while we're muted? Can you do that?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I could figure something
Or-
out. Actually, does anybody have any questions for me? Do you guys have your mics on?
Do you want to interview Verna?
Sure. Verna?
Oh, but if you have music on, we got to turn the music off because we'll get.
I think she's listening to music. I don't have music on, but I don't know. I think she's got music on. I don't know. Hello, Verna? She's turning on her mic. I still can't hear you yet. There we go. Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Great, great. So I'm going to ask you just a few questions while Mr. Rich over there uses his heat gun. So we're going to do a quick little interview. How about that?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So first, what are you working on? I can sort of see you've got like is it a wood cradled wood over there?
Yeah, it's a cradled wood panel, and I'm painting with oil.
Uh-huh. And oh, beautiful.
Is there a delay on the camera, maybe?
Your abstracts. No, I'm actually watching. Well, there sort of is because I'm actually looking at you on my television, which delays about 10 seconds compared to if I were to look at my phone. So I'm a little bit slower, just in case you're wondering.
Mm-hmm.
But so is there an inspiration to what you're doing, or just some abstract thoughts and colors you're using?
Oh, there's a lot. There's actually a lot to what I'm doing.
Tell us a little bit.
Yeah. What I can't tell you everything, or I would take an hour. So I'll tell you a little bit. So one of the things I do with these, with everything right now, there's some work on the wall behind me and stuff as well. And so what I do with these is I draw them out with my eyes closed, and that has become something really important to me, because I have a really, really strong belief in the intelligence of our bodies, and in all the peripheral information that comes in, that goes, I think, a lot deeper than what we see with our eyes, because when we look at something directly with our eyes, we tend to define it right away. That's our brains are wired to do that. It's like a survival skill to do that. It's very necessary that we do that. To look at things and then define what we're looking at, and very quickly define it and put it into the appropriate box. But I think there is a lot going on perceptually and sensorily all the time that totally and completely influences how we define things. And so I'm very interested in that. And that has possibly, in a little bit of a roundabout way, led to me thinking about being a visual artist. I use my eyes a lot. I had some conversation with a friend a few years ago now, who is a musician, who can hear far more notes than I can hear, because she has studied music and she's listening for the notes, and she can hear subtle differences in notes. Whereas apparently I can see subtle differences in color that may not be all that apparent to other people. They weren't apparent to my friend, right? And I find that quite interesting, that you sort of, whatever you study, you sort of get good at. And so I was at one time, backstory to the drawing with my eyes closed. I was traveling, I was on a plane, and I was actually quite ill. I was ill. I was stressed and I was ill. And I had about just a 4-hour flight, and I traveled with sketchbooks, and I closed my eyes and began drawing in the sketchbook, and it was really, really calming. And I thought that's quite interesting. And I also, in between, open my eyes and draw flight attendants and passengers and things, if they'll let me, and all that kind of stuff. So, but the drawing with my eyes closed was kind of interesting, and it came kind of on the heels of some other sensory body experiments that I had been doing. And so I was really thinking about what goes on when you paint that's not what your eyes are doing, because the eyes are the obvious thing. And that was in maybe 2016, and that has kind of morphed into really exploring what can I do with my eyes closed. Obviously, I open my eyes and color them in, so to speak. But that's the short version.
That is fascinating, though. Is it sort of? Do you feel like it's intuitive for you to do it that way?
I guess I'm not quite sure what.
Like your intuition just drives you to do something, and
my body drives me, because I make them with my body. If I want a line that is parallel to the edge of the canvas, I have to use both hands. I have to use one hand to inscribe with the other, right? And stuff like that. So my body is doing it without the use of my eyes.
Okay. That's fascinating.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Bruna. Yeah, thank you, Viviana.
Wow, I'm actually quite fascinated by that, because I obviously use my eyes for everything. I do the drive. Whenever I drive, I look at the clouds, and sometimes I'm like, I should be looking at the road, but I try and look for all the colors in the clouds.
Yeah, right.
And clouds aren't just white or gray; they are tons of different colors to me. And people sometimes, how can you see there's like pink and I'm like, no, there is. There's like, even if it's not a sunset, right? There's still colors in the clouds to me. But it's like that, where it's, to me, that's what I see beyond what most people would look at just generally. Like if you look at a house and it's painted white, we can see all the different shadows in different colors. And most
Mhm.
people will just be like, well, that's a white house,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. You're bang on.
So
Anything that you spend time studying, right? And artists, we spend time studying visual information. So
that's right.
that's
That's
very
right.
cool.
It sort of makes me think of what you mentioned about music with my son. He can hear every note of every instrument and I
Ah,
can't. He's a
right. Yeah.
musician though too. He plays 7 instruments. So it's
Right. Right.
it's yeah, it's really cool. All right, I guess we should let her go back. Are you ready, Jess?
Can you hear me?
Is
Yeah.
Rich done? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It was really lovely for you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you for letting us do that.
Thank you. So, yeah, that's wonderful. So 24 and 25 were pieces by David Belcourt. So I actually on the event page I took pictures of the front and I took pictures of the back because David Belcourt has been working in these like cyclical, like really more abstract imagery too, and but in a different way. His titles take on these like stories, and then it's a really nice interplay between the title story and the image. So you can find his pieces on the event page and kind of scroll through and um, see that too, because I think that's very lovely. Number 26 here is by Roy, and it's mixed media on paper, opening bid, $50. Is it all to the artist?
You're asking me?
Yeah, because you talked to him last week, I think. All to artist.
Yeah, that's also
So for number 26, image is up on the event page. All to the artist. For number 26. Then a couple more brightly colored paintings here. Number 27 by Aga. So I think we were talking last week. Aga was a model when we used to do figure drawing. She was a model for us and with us, and then she was actually the cover of Rich's first book for a while. It was based on a drawing Rich did of her for the front page. And then she went away for a while. She was working out of town, and she was doing all these beautiful pieces. So number 27 is by Aga. Pour. The colors actually look rich. It's red, green, and orange.
just like I asked for.
Just like you asked.
So Ryan, I got my red, green, and orange.
There you go. Number 27 by Aga. Acrylic pour on canvas. Opening bid $20. Oh. And then we have a piece by Alice. Okay, so it says, it's called People Looking Backwards, acrylic on canvas. I painted this using leftover paint while simultaneously painting 3 pieces of artwork. I had heaps of leftover paint. Instead of throwing it away, I decided to use it for another painting. This particular piece looked like a sea of people facing backwards. You can't see their facial expressions to get a sense of who they are or maybe even how they're feeling. It connects with the series Question Everything. The running theme was what happens when we turn away from questioning things and just follow the crowd without asking why, without taking the time to find out why. It's about the importance of questioning our environment, our leaders, our world, and trusting our gut. So this is by Alice, and it's interesting actually because we've had this piece. She dropped them off a while ago. Hi, Vic. So you can see the paint dabs from a few different pieces she was working on. And it does start looking like people from the back crowds. Like you're crazy. And it's interesting because she dropped these off, I think, just at the beginning of the pandemic. So it's interesting the themes that have been coming up. I'll take a picture of that too. So number 28 by Alice. Acrylic on canvas. Opening bid. $20. I'm going to take a picture of her words too and put them up with the image. Now we have some really neat pieces by Rich T. Rue. You want to sell? Did you say you want to keep the centerpiece,
Get a bid on any of
or
them.
just put numbers on them?
Can you explain though?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tidy up the edges and rebuild the back frames. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if they'll even see it on camera.
The backing.
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
I will tell them. It's really neat how they've turned into these three small compositions. It's neat to see how your pieces evolve, like over time.
Well, that comes from. Okay, maybe we'll get back on the microphone. Actually, let's get everybody on the microphone. I want to ask other people a question. Because one of the things that I think when I came up in art school was kind of passe to sign your pieces. So we signed them on the back. And that was like a thing. And then if somebody said, "Can you sign this?" Like, oh, I only signed mine on the back. Which is like kind of obnoxious when you think about it. And then the other thing that came along with that was, you would never admit to hanging your own paintings. If you hung your own paintings, it was your deepest, darkest secret. So, if you had your own painting in your house, you wouldn't have friends over. And then if friends came over and had a painting in your house, you'd be new friends. If that makes any sense, which I'm sure it doesn't. But somewhere along the line, I decided that I was going to hang my paintings. Not long ago. Maybe like recently, since we started doing the auctions online, maybe I haven't been as desperate to sell them every week. So I hung some of my paintings, which means I'm, for the first time in my life, looking at my paintings on an extended level and sort of spending time with them more. I really hadn't before. Which is just funny because, like, I was so conditioned to think that was just vanity, like, you don't hang your own paintings. And I really found I started learning new things by kind of living with my paintings for a while. So what'll happen is we had this in our kitchen, and for weeks and months on end, I was thinking to myself, oh, that should be 3 paintings. Did Viv come on?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Do you have that experience? Do you avoid hanging your paintings in your home?
Yeah, I don't hang too many. More upstairs where nobody goes. I have other people's art down here.
Well, that's That's kind of like what we're trained to think, right? That it would be shameful to hang your own paintings.
Yeah.
Spend time looking at your own work. Like, it's nice to look at other people's work too and learn new things, right?
Mhm.
But what I'm finding is I'm finding things in my own work. Like, oh, I didn't know I did that.
Well, especially because you've never had more than like an hour to look at a piece.
Right.
Before it goes out the door.
Well, and I was thinking about that. I was going to ask Mark that if he showed up. Is that like maybe one of the reasons why Mark doesn't keep his works around the house is because he spends months working on them, and then there's just this point where he needs to let go. Whereas for me, to have a painting sort of stick around for a week or so is pretty miraculous. But also, like I said, like I was having breakfast not long ago, and it occurred to me the problem is that's 3 paintings.
Mhm.
I remember when
I find that
sorry.
if I hang it up, sometimes it gets forgotten up there, and like some of it is hung up in my living room or in my work area, but because that's my living room now, or my dining room, more so that it's out of the way, but never really displayed. It's more like haphazardly thrown up against the wall with a whole bunch of other stuff just because there's a nail there.
Don't be so humble.
But
See it.
but yeah, but no, I'm not even kidding. I'll show you guys. Actually, I could do it right now because we're in my, and you'll see my disastrous mess of canvases and work over there. And there's stuff that's like on the walls, and even my own painting isn't completely finished, so it's just hanging there because there's a nail there.
Yeah.
I put it there, and see where my other ones are hanging? There's paintings right in front of it because it's not really, to me, it's not so much the importance, but one that I get to see every day is, I don't know if you could see by the TV, there is a painting right there of some cherry blossoms. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Do you recognize whose it is?
David's.
Yes, it's David's. So that's in my living room because I like it. Right? And actually, just around the corner where some of my work is, up top there's a photograph by Stephen Dolha, who I worked with at the gallery. And it's again because it's another one of my favorite pieces of artwork. And yours, actually, the one that I got about a year and a half ago or a couple years ago, is up in my room because I like to look at it. So it's of that girl in the like listening to records. Do you remember that painting, that one?
Yes.
Yes. I fought hard for that one.
That's
I do
awesome.
think maybe you should put some of yours up where you can see it.
Pardon?
I think you should put some of your own up where you can see them.
Yeah, well, they sort of are. They're just thrown up on the wall so that they don't end up with holes in them. The ones that are up on my wall in my living room, there's one right behind me that is of my dog. Actually, both are of my dog, the ones that are in my house.
Yeah, I've lots of paintings of Jess, who's not my dog. But it's easier for me by having paintings of Jess up than say like self portraits are weird too. But I still,
Right?
this is what I'm saying is like that's something I've been conditioned to believe that I shouldn't have these paintings up. And then to have them up and to see them grow and change over time has been really eye opening for me. So I had to overcome that shyness or whatever it was that was conditioned. It's weird for me to say humility because it was sort of a false humility that I was hanging my stuff. But I found it really useful to have it.
Yeah, maybe I should. There's some blanks. There's some spaces on my walls. Like I think part of it is because there's already so many pictures of family and my son and I have like bugs framed, like real beetles and stuff like that on my walls. So I often think, yeah, there's no real room for my artwork. But I probably should hang some of it up, and it actually um might make my walls feel smaller. Yeah.
So those
I
were number 29, 30, and 31. And so those are the three pieces that Rich was talking about. The three pieces, or one piece that he just right before the auction cut into three pieces. So those are up on the event. And then he's been doing online teaching. He's been here, I'll show you the jar. He has red red ink in a jar with screws and nuts and bolts and that kind of thing. And he pours it out on the paper and kind of wings the screws and nuts and bolts around. And then he's been making pieces based on it's kind of like the scribble game. So when he's talking with the kids, it's like either do this with the paint or get a family member that's at the house there to do the scribble for them. And so these are some of the ones he did on his own. He promised the ones that he was doing in class to the kids, so he's been getting all those ones away. It's super cute. So this one is the cone, number 33.
I was just gonna say, with the artwork that I have, it's all on shelves because they're bears, right? So, and I can look at them whenever I want. So there's a bunch of shelves. And then I also have some of Rich's art on the walls, and Stephen Strange as well. But I don't have a lot of room because I have mostly masks on the wall because I collect Halloween masks.
That's cool though, Kelly.
And I have
You put up what we love.
yeah, and I have too much Halloween stuff. So there's Halloween stuff all over the place.
That's good. Sorry, I'm just putting these pieces at the end here. 35. This great car scene. Okay. And number 36 is a really cool space theme. And same with number 37, another space themed piece. All right. So number 37. Lots of pieces, lots of beautiful pieces tonight. All right. 840. Got some bits. Oh, actually, I should put up a more updated version of your painting right now. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Are you nearing completion?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So yeah, we got. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna check. Whew. So it is 8:42. Oh wow, it is so beautiful to see all the artwork, all the stages. All right, so for those watching, the event page is, it has been shared up here. I think Amanda shared it at least one time on the discussion here. So on the live feed, the link is in the discussion, but also if you look up and find the event page just on Rumble House page, it is Rumble 413, and you can look through the discussion link for the discussion button, and all of the pieces are there. So there's 37 pieces tonight. Incredible. And text 403-629-7424 with any questions or bids you might have. See, just like that. We are going to be wrapping up our broadcast here. Right, not right. Should I wrap it up now or should I?
What time is it?
It's 8:44.
Are you done?
Well, we're done with the pieces. Like I could grab one more, but
No, that's okay. I didn't mean that to sound like that. Ooh, are you doing?
no. Yeah. Because sometimes I go slower, and tonight I seem to have gone pretty efficiently. When I don't talk as much, I think I go faster. All right, so
Let's put a video on.
okay. So, before you go, I was just gonna say, make sure you find our live auction event at 9 o'clock. So we're just gonna show a video, and then look for us at 9 o'clock for the live auction.
Don't forget we're walking. Ready?
Yeah.
Slow down, you're moving too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just keep kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do-do-do-do, feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I've got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its battles on me. Life, I love you, all's groovy. Da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy.